It is Sunday, April 13th. I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, it's April 13th. Here's my ride recap as I ride my bicycle across America. Also, it's Sunday, so I'll have my weekly wrap up Strava stats. So today, I took it easy. When I got up this morning looking at different routes to take, I pretty much could choose between going to an overpriced campground that was about 40 miles southwest of where I stayed last night, or the option that I chose, 25 miles up to Caldwell, Texas, and a $50 motel room. The biggest thing that made me decide that was, for one, the campground that I was looking at was $50 to tent camp. If I'm going to tent camp, I don't want to spend $50. $50, I've been finding motel rooms that cheap. But anyways, the bigger decision was, yesterday I fought the wind all day long, rode straight against it, and the wind was out the same direction. Today, even stronger. So I rode with the wind and went northwest up to Caldwell. Probably didn't gain a whole lot of westward direction, but I only rode 25 miles today. And it felt good to have a tailwind all day instead of fighting the wind like I did yesterday. No struggles at all. Wide shoulder everywhere I went. Today was just a good ride. Got to Caldwell too early to check into a motel, so ate lunch at the Whataburger. Found a little laundromat and cleaned my clothes. And now I'm just chilling in my little $50 motel room for the night, watching the end of the NASCAR race. So, not a bad day. Plenty of sunshine. Really windy, but like I said, I chose a route that the wind helped me. So, 25 miles today, 621 feet of elevation. And let's say for the week, this week I rode my bicycle for 25 and a half hours, which got me 231 miles and 6,920 feet of elevation this week. I'm in the hills. And then a little deeper dive so far on the trip since I left St. Augustine, 1,361 miles. A lot of people have been asking me about halfway. I don't really have a way to judge it, because that 1,300 miles that I've ridden so far has been anything but a straight line. Sometimes I go north, sometimes I go south. I'm always trying to work towards the west. Today's ride almost wiped out some of the progress from yesterday's ride. Just the campground I went to yesterday was just a disappointing campground, and I went out of the way to get there, and it is what it is. Can't go back and change my decision after I've made them. But anyways, I'm still plugging along. For the year, since January 1st, I've ridden 1,930 miles. So I'm almost to 2,000 miles for the year. And closing in on 1,500 for this trip. I would just say 1,500, and somewhere close to that is probably about halfway. But no real issues. Feeling pretty good. I like that I've got clean clothes now. And for a cheap motel, this room's pretty nice. So that's what's going on with me. The ride across America continues.